5 reasons Xbox One will own the PS4 in 2014. Sup guys, welcome back to another episode of Fanboy Shorts, and today I'm quickly going to explain 5 points why the Xbox One just owns the PlayStation 4 this year of 2014. Alright, reason number 1, Titanfall. That's right, Titanfall coming out, scheduled for a March 2014 release, only for the Windows system and the 360 and the Xbox One, the Microsoft systems I should say, and it's an exclusive for that. It's a multiplayer style FPS with campaign elements, already won over 60 E3 awards last year, including Best Original Game, Best Action Game, Best Console Game, and Best Online Multiplayer. You know Titanfall is going to be a freaking killer app. It already pretty much is of the Xbox One. Gonna destroy and blow everything away that the PS4, whatever turds the PS4 has in its lineup. I mean, nothing compares to Titanfall. I mean, this is the future of next-gen shooters and gaming in general. You know, this is going to be a must-have only on the Xbox One. That's going to be the most supreme version, obviously. You can only find it there, not on PS4. Alright, reason number 2, early access to upcoming TV shows. Okay, so for example, on January 13th, FX will air the premiere episode of the new show Chosen, but the Xbox One will be able to watch it. If you're an Xbox One user, you can watch Chosen early on January 6th instead, exclusively through the FX Now app for the Xbox One. This means the Xbox One has the superior media capabilities and foresight into showcasing the future programming right into your living room without having to wait all that time, and you get the first dibs, you get the first taste of these new shows and this obviously better feature instead of the PS4. What does the PS4 have? Nothing. I mean, they don't have no shows, they got jack squat. At least Microsoft has programs, and you get it with that system. Incredible. Reason number 3, the best versions of multiplats. That's right, whether it's Watch Dogs, Destiny, Metal Gear Solid V, or The Division, the list goes on. All of these third-party games, the superior specs of the Xbox One, its online, resolution, processing, clocking speed, and the HD graphics, Xbox One is ready to take over the industry with its supreme versions of third-party support. And you know they're going to have the greatest versions of these games. It's the only platform you should play these titles on instead of PlayStation Dumb 4. I mean, it's not even, it's pathetic. Alright, these games are only, you can only enjoy them at their fullest on the Xbizzle. On the Uno. We should give it a nickname, like the Xbox Uno, Xbox Premier, Xbox Primo, you know, whatever it is. The Xbone. Alright, number 4, more reliable system. The PS4 has all of these issues, HDMI problems, the blue light of death, signing in errors, crappy movie player, freezing issues, audio issues. I mean, the list goes on. With the lame Station 4, at least the Xbone has like way fewer problems, really, if you think about it. Pretty much the X-Bone doesn't even have really that many serious problems. Like, if anything at all. I can't even recall any major issues regarding the X-Bizzle. You know, classic Microsoft seal of quality, seal of approval. You know, this is... You can't expect less. You can't expect anything crappy when it comes to Microsoft and their system. The quality is just much superior, way better than what Sony had to offer ever. Because they actually have reliability, like they actually have systems that work, systems that function, systems that turn on, that don't mess up with the HDMI. Or, you know, the X-Bone doesn't have no blue light of death. It's far more reliable than Sony. I mean, so imagine this entire year. I mean, what kind of problems the stupid Station 4 is going to have. I mean, first start off with all these failures and all these failure rates and all these issues. You know, it gets hacked, next thing it's hacked, next thing whatever else is wrong with it, you know, it crashes, or whatever problems it has. Who knows what's next for Sony's system. You know, at least Microsoft tries to fix the problems. You know, they try to look into things. You know, the Comcast thing, not really a big deal. I mean, you can still sign in with the Ethernet, so there you go. And last but not least, number 5, better company attitude. Microsoft is simply more likable, and they're a lot more humble compared to the pretentious Sony and the stuffy Nintendo nerds and the idiots at Nintendo. I mean, you know, the kind of crap we have to take from Sony comes in the form of abusive E3 comments and taunting ads, and oh, blah, 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 you got all these restrictions, blah, blah, blah. So, you know, Sony trying to make fun of Microsoft, you know, trying to be the bully, the school bully, basically. But Microsoft, they're very humble, their humility is unwavering, and proof that they are the better company with their positive attitude and sportsmanship. For example, Xbox One executive Phil Spencer has already praised Sony and their true vision for the PS4. You know, they said, oh, they gave Sony credit. They're like, they did a nice job with the PS4. And Microsoft even said that Nintendo has an amazing first-party lineup, despite the fact that we all know the Wii U sucked for the past 2 years now. Face it, Xbox One is brought to us by the most humble, most noble, and most sportsmanlike company in all of gaming. This means they're ready to take over 2014. They're the nicest company, they're the most generous, the most smartest, most kind. You gotta support Microsoft. You know, they're for the gamers. They support gaming. They support used sales, used gaming. You know, that's why they don't have any restrictions on the Xbox One. That's why it's a very open, very accessible system. Doesn't have any, you know, 24-hour sign-in issues or anything like that. Gotta support Micro. Can't support Sony because Sony rhymes with corny.